Hello YouTube, welcome back here. My name is Wooldrum, and today we're doing something just a little bit different. While it's still Minecraft, we are not on Hypixel today. We are on a personal project I have been working on for quite a bit. Now, I've been working on a server, actually. It's called Elderna, as you can see right here in front of us. And without further ado, I might as well hop right in. Before I click join, we're a safe server, just so you guys know. And now we are in the server. As you can see, it says server information and start. We can talk to one of these guys, and they'll, talk to us back, give us a little bit of info. It's all the tutorial stuff. This is the tutorial world and all. But we don't want a tutorial, mainly because it's not done yet. We want to go into the world. Before I do click the guy though, I do want to say this has been... Okay, villager, way to interrupt me. Fine, I'll press it. Fine, I'll press it. Of course, it gives you some info here about what you can do, how you can get to new locations, but then it teleports you straight into the world. And here is the first look at my completely custom Minecraft server. Now, of course, you'd be in survival when you're here, but, I'm showing it off kind of like a dev diary, but it's not like coding or anything. I'm just literally showing you a Minecraft world. It looks pretty. This is probably one of the more boring areas it can spawn you into, but it's still quite a bit to do here. And actually, we spawned like really close to a mountain, so I might as well go up it and tell you guys one of the cool parts about the server. And if you guys can't tell, chunks are loading a little bit slower than normal because I have a Dynmap up and it is loading the entire world. Okay, this mountain wasn't as high as I thought it was, but it does go up 262 blocks. You can see it right here. And knowing that, I want to tell you guys something kind of cool. While the world is a vanilla world, through the use of data packs, we have changed the world height to be like insanely high up. So that changes everything from your builds to our natural builds. So the server's mountains can go like up to 500 blocks tall. And that's really cool to me, especially being the world is 12,000 by 12,000 blocks. And as you can see while we walk around, there is a lot of world height. There's a lot of terrain differential. And while all of this over here is really cool, to see the full picture, we should RTP again. And here we are. Let the world load for a second. And okay, well, we're kind of in the same area. Well, actually, just moving over a couple of blocks, you can actually see some of our canopied oak forests and our little birch forest over here. I think you can even see some mushrooms over there. And while this is loading in, you can kind of see our use of these extreme mountain ranges that we're able to do with the custom world height. As you can tell as I come down here, this would be like one of the coolest places to ever make a base, in my opinion. And while we're talking about bases, I can talk to you about how we would make a base. So let's go down here and I will show you guys. Through the use of the lands plugin, we can just like do /land create. We can give it a name. We'll give it the name Test. And now we have Test, the settlement of Wooldrum. And all of that can be configured depending on, I believe, the amount of people you have. And we'll have a huge tutorial about this, at spawn, of course. But it's very cool. This is how you make cities. You can make nations as well. And you can have wars and stuff, and it'll be really cool. Again, I don't want to get too deep into this because there will be a tutorial, and the server's not out yet, so why would I make a tutorial here, It's as easy as that to remove a territory. But just flying around, you can also see some of our little landscape features like these. I don't really know what to call them. I want to call them towers, but they're not really. A tower implies that it's man-made, right? And I guess this is technically man-made, but not exactly how I would call it. And here's another one of our trees. I hope someone makes a cool tree house when the server releases, as well as some of our really cool mountains and some of our awesome rivers and rock formations. But as I've been saying, the server is not out yet. It is planning on coming out anywhere between 2 weeks and a month and 2 weeks, give or take some time. Roughly a month it'll be out. There's still quite a bit that I have to do personally, and again, I am the only person working on this. So it is a little bit more difficult than you'd think. And while views like this might look beautiful, especially if you have shaders on, let me show you with shaders. Let me turn on some complimentary reimagined. And fly right down here, and you can see it is absolutely stunning. However, some stuff is still yet to be done, and that is why we need some time to release the world. Like, for example, this little guy, this little pond is completely flat. I'd like to give it some depth or some roughness, kind of. But again, that's not the only example. There is a lot of world edits that still need to be done. As well as spawn isn't done. That's my #1 priority right now to do. As you can tell, everything else is pretty much done. There's a couple touch-ups, but as we go over to spawn is still not, it's still far from done. We still have a bunch of signs telling us what to do. And the NPCs aren't done. Like, this is a default vanilla skin. And okay, there we go, it caught up. It's looking at me now. I'm also giving it time for Dynmap to finish loading everything. I'm not sure if I'm using Dynmap yet. I want to make it so that it doesn't update land after it's rendered all the land, but I want it to update like nations and borders of towns and stuff. So hopefully I can figure out how to do that, but right now it's kind of affecting TPS and stuff, so that's my bad. But we do have an economy on the server too. You can get money by mining diamonds and selling them for money, or you can get money from like farming crops and stuff. You can also get money through the auction house, which is a cool little thing where people can buy and sell stuff on like this little market. And it'll be especially really cool because this server has custom items. An example of one of our custom items is Dark Sword, the sword I'm holding right now. When swung, it has some cool particles that come out. And it has a lot of really cool enchantments. It's very strong for a stone sword. It's stuff like sharpness 6. Knockback, and some other cool things that you will see if you ever get it. However, there is only one Dark Sword on the server. You could sell that for an exuberant price, and I can't wait to see what people do with that. You might be asking, Wooldrum, how do you get these custom weapons? And it's pretty simple. There are custom mobs. Also, some of the custom weapons might be scattered around the world. But as we RTP back into the world, I want to talk more about the custom mobs that we have. We have quite a few custom mobs. They're all vanilla plus. We will be launching with 15, and the plan is every 2 weeks, we want to add 3 to 6 more mobs. And eventually, the server will have plentiful custom mobs. And that's a huge part about this server, is that I want to keep developing this server as it goes on. Not only for the player base, but for me. I think it's really cool to watch a server evolve like this over time. And I'm very excited to see it grow and become this like really cool thing, which I already think it is so cool. As I'm showing a ginormous mountain right in front of me that I've just randomly spawned into. There's plenty more of these all across the world. And I'm so excited to see what bases you guys do, what nations you guys create. Because again, this will be a public server. You can join this. Speaking of which, you know, this has been a complete solo project. So I do have staff applications, which you can find in the description. Also like developer stuff and all that to help me keep this server running. So I'll link that in the description if you guys are interested in that. So loading into the Dynmap here, I just want to show you guys the full world. And as you can see, it's pretty dang cool. Where we were for most of this video was right around this area here, and you can see it's not fully loaded. Again, Dynmap isn't fully configured yet. And it's a very, very cool area. There's a lot of these little islands over here are the pillars that we saw earlier, the things I wanted to call towers. And like there are some very cool islands for you guys to explore, as well as like some very cool land masses. Like there are some very natural structures that we've added. Not very natural. These are all custom structures that we've added. Like this giant pyramid. And there's some shipwrecks that we've added. And there's a lot of cool stuff that bear custom items and have a lot of neat stuff for you to explore. And again, it's a 12,000 by 12,000 block map. So you're not going to run out of stuff to see. There's like almost endless stuff you can do in this world. I'm so excited to be able to show you guys this because this has taken up so much of my time. And of course, you guys will be able to go to any part of this world, set up your little town, make a nation if you want. You can do whatever you want, and that's the beauty of it. You don't really have to engage in any of the nations or towns or stuff if you don't want to. You can go off on your own and just chill. And of course, everything's handcrafted. It's been a very, very long process. So I really dearly hope you guys enjoy the server when it comes out. The link to the Discord for the server and the website will be in the description, and maybe a pinned comment if I remember to do that. Again, if I don't, go to elderna.com. You can find the Discord from there. This server has been so fun to make, and I am so excited to see you guys play on it. This has been my video. I've recorded it already once, and then I realized I messed up, and my audio sounded really robotic. So I hope this video is fixed. I switched out all of my cables. And this is my first video on the SM7B. I need to move it closer to my face next video, I've decided. Because I don't like the echoey sound. But yeah. Let's RTP one more time. Oh, I mistyped that so bad. Let's RTP one more time. Just for fun. And, oh cool, we're in a little rocky area. But now that I've found a rock to stand on, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I will see you tonight. I am going to stream this tonight, whether it's a Q&A about this, or if I'm developing it, maybe both. I hope to see you, and I hope to get some staff applications. I need help. This has been a solo project. So thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy the video. Can we get like an eagle flying across the screen? Like some explosions? What else can we add? What would be kind of funny? We could add like a second me walking across the screen, like just all the way across. That would make it harder for me in the future, in a couple minutes to edit this. But thank you guys for watching. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tonight when I'm live. Unless you're watching this in the future, then I might not talk to you guys tonight. Shoot. You know, what if you guys are watching a day late? Well, we're not gonna stretch this video out more. Bye.